Hey everybody, Sean Harrison here, the Beer Ramble, back again with you. Another Beer Rambling edition today. Another rehash, shock top, Belgian white. Okay, top 1.2%. This is a Witter beer, wheat beer. Somehow how it's described on Beer Advocate. Little foam. Shock Top Brewing Company, St. Louis, Missouri. Anheuser-Busch Brewing Company, St. Louis, Missouri. That's who makes the beer. Of course, Anheuser-Busch got involved in going to make craft beers or beers similar to like the Blue Moon. So that's what the beer looks like. Smells nice. It's a wheat beer. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the year of it and when I did the first time of the review of that beer, of this beer. They were in cans, and now they've always been bottles, but it looks like they changed their look and their logo, but it's basically still the same brand of beer as it is. Belgian-style wheat beer, as we could cut it with an orange. Again, just like Blue Moon, the same thing. You could do it, cut it with a piece of orange and serve it. So there we go. Very foamy up top. So as I said, Anheuser-Busch have been doing a lot of these styles of beers, and they've done these beers before many, many, many times. But again, they stick to what they know that's going to make them a lot of money. Bud Light, Budweiser, of course, some of their economic brands, Busch Light, Natty Light, Natural Light, Natural Ice, their ice beer, Busch Ice. Those are their brands that Bud Ice, another one, their other economic brand beers. But those are the ones that seem to do well for them and keeps them going financially wise. So, but they can do good beers. The Ziegenbach, I haven't had. I know they make another beer that's only exclusively made for Texas. Of course, their lime version, the Bud Light Lime, which reminds me a lot of Tequila, which is one of their best beers they had, because they were trying to compete with Corona. But as with this wheat beer, and wheat beers are usually popular during the summer months. It's warm, hot, something ice cold. This is really good. And to me, I think a lot of these styles of beer are better without the orange, in my opinion. But people like to put oranges or whatever just to give it that zestiness. But wheat beers are not something I really buy a lot. Again, lagers, stouts, pilsners, Helles Doppelbocks, malt liquor, or German Mailbock. So again, it has this sort of orange, a little bit of orange taste to this. Malty, a little bit of sugar, sweet. Of course, so I'm trying to remember the year that Shock Top came out. I think maybe in 2006, 2005, 2006. There were air commercials of this on all the sports channels, ESPN, whatnot, whatnot, whatnot. But it became very popular. And I'm sorry, I'm just kind of reminiscing about this beer and the can flavor. I guess, bottles, I don't know. There's always been a thing. Cans are better, but certain things belong in a can. Certain brand beers belongs in cans. Budweiser, we know both can go both ways. Coors can go both ways. But, beers, like for example, Shock Top, I've kind of always thought it'd be better in a can. than this bottle here. I think maybe because the lighting can come and can affect the taste of the beer from time to time. So I would rather do cans with this one. Like for example, Corona and Heineken. There's certain legendary beers that know it's in a can. In a bottle should be in a bottle, and one should be in a can should be in a can. Corona should not be in a can. Heineken should not be in a can. But obviously, when you're hanging out with friends at picnics or you're at clubs or parties, as we all, or concerts, you can't have the bottles, gotta have the cans. So it's cheaper to make them. But now with this whole tariff being done, who knows? Again, I forgot, no politics. I'm not going to do that. Not on this channel. So, yeah, Anheuser-Busch is behind this. And again, they've been acquiring a lot of different beer companies. Of course, I mentioned they acquired Blue Point. They had another agreement with another brewery. Of course, they have Goose Island. Those are probably the two names that come out. Blue Point based in Long Island, New York. Goose Island based in Chicago. And I think a couple other smaller breweries they have bought out, but they're trying to get their hands, and also they're competing with the Sam Adams of the world, and this company and that company, just saying, hey, we can do these styles of beers, or we'll buy you guys out, offer a nice deal that we will let you do your thing, but at least we want to be involved in the craft beer movement. Of course, they had this wonderful commercial came out during Super Bowl 49 where they were making fun of people who sniff beer and whatnot. That beer should be, beer drinkers drink beer, not the sniffing and the whiff and all that nonsense that people like to do. So, hey, everybody's different, That's just kind of how it goes. So, anyway, I love craft beer. I love American adjuncts. I love foreign beers. I just love beer, period. No matter what it is. Now, there's some I won't touch. Some I know when I know beer is bad, beer is bad. Earthquake, Big Flats, no. Won't touch those. Some fruity beers that just taste more fruit than has a more of a malt, it tastes more like a juice, I guess. I don't know. I won't touch that. Same goes for wine. I know people mock, the bottom shelf or sort of the certain wines, like the Colorassi's, Livingston, this brand, that brand, that kind of reasonably priced, but it's not viewed as great, but it's enough for the working guy to get, a working woman. But in any event, kind of how it goes. So, and that's kind of go certain wines that I won't buy. I ain't gonna drink this swill, and they'd be surprised. Hey, that's why kind of bad. And you're surprised, and you look at what it is, and no, just like when they taste a certain beer, they think it's, man, oh man, that's a great beer, and they find out who owns it and who makes it. Like, Anheuser-Busch made it? No, Coors Banquet made that? No, I ain't drinking that. That's. Personally, I don't care, man. As long as they're making good beer, that's all I care about. And I don't care what your political preference is as a owner of a brewery or whatever that is, owner of a brewery. If you own a certain beer company, whatever, your political preference is such that I don't care. As long as you make the beer, keep making the beer that I like, then you're all right with me. So anyway, yeah, the guys that'll be walking, they'll be doing hiking or fishing, whatever, and doing all these different activities, sports, maybe motocross, extreme sports, and say, hey, let's relax with a good shock top, So, like it was with Michelob Ultra, same. Anyway, I'm gonna give this beer a shock top. I think it's good. Again, not my thing. I don't really get this a lot. These wheat beers. It's like with Blue Moon. This not. They're good, but not something I'm going to get a lot of times. But again, perfect for the summer months when it's warm, humid. You want something refreshing. This is good. I think it's better without the orange. That's just my personal opinion. Oh well, it's just an opinion, people. So this beer, I'll give this a C plus B. That'll be 7.9. That'll be an 8 score. This would be yeah, C plus B score. So that'd be 7.9. So that's my view on Shock Top Belgian White, the Rehash edition. John Henderson Pierre, the Beer Ramble team. Keep on watching as always. Cheers. Live, laugh, love. Shock Top. Maybe I don't know if I love you. I like you. I don't love you. Sorry, folks.